How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is post episode 18 live stream number 4. That's right, we have now done 4 post episode 18 streams. This is by far the most I have done after a actual edited stream or edited bit of content. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. This is kind of a impromptu stream. Had a little bit of free time on my hands and decided to hop on and say hello to everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. If you're out there in the viewing audience, go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Let me know that you're there, because as I say, YouTube does not give me a roll call or a list of who's out there. So just let me know that you're there. Let's see. Just going to wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody else joins us. Like I said, this is just a impromptu, just kind of, had a few minutes, well, not even a few minutes. I'm going to have maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours window, I'm estimating. My daughter's asleep right now, and we're just kind of going to play this one by ear. So you might hear a little bit of cracking, popping in the background. That's my daughter's baby monitor. So if you hear it, I apologize. I've got it turned down as low as I can in order to be able to hear her if she cries, but got it up high enough to where hopefully it's not going to come through on the stream. So we'll see how all that goes. Let's see. Like I said, we're just going to wait a couple of minutes here, see if anybody else joins us. Like I said, give yourself a shout out. Let me know that you're out there. So I don't need that up anymore. Had a few technical difficulties. Had a little bit of a longer lead in than I normally do, just because some issues I was having. Some reason YouTube, when you set up a stream, you have a couple of different options. You can schedule it for a certain time of the day, and you can just go live, kind of thing. Well, the problem is that each option is kind of treated differently. So the settings for the go live are their own unique set of things, and then the settings for the scheduled is its unique set of things. And in order to stream, you have to tell your streaming platform or whatever you're using to stream to point to a specific address. You're basically saying, I want to go to 12345 Main Street. Well, each one of those separate avenues has its own address, and you've got to switch things around. It's a nightmare. But I was able to get it up and running, get it working, so here we are, and we're happy. So let's see, it is 1:34 p.m. We'll give it just one more minute until it says 1:35, and then we'll get going, because we've got lots of work to do. You can see we've got the entire field all cleared out of trees and stumps. We did that all last night in the stream. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Rusty Farmer Gaming. Thank you again so much for the raid that you and your members or your subscribers came and did last night. Had one of the most viewed, most commented, most everything streams. It was our personal best last night, and a lot of that has to do with the subscribers that I have and the raid that happened last night. So again, thank you all so much for showing up last night. I greatly appreciate you all. And it is 1:35, so let's get going. What I need to do is I moved all the tools and equipment over here. And actually, let me hook that back up and drop that off. And what I'm going to do is clear out all these kind of bushes and bits that are kind of hanging around. So that way it's going to look exactly the way we want it to look. I almost think I want to straighten this out and get this tree out of here. Why not? And there we go. We might just kind of round out that edge just a bit. Now, because we're on the plowed soil, my tractor for some reason doesn't get the same kind of traction as it would if you were on just kind of, whoops, let's fold that out, is if you were on like normal unplowed or untextured terrain. So it's one of those that I'm going to hook the plow up backwards just so we can kind of... Oh, no. All right, that'll work. That'll work just fine. I forgot the edge was right there. All right, cool. So yeah, we're just going to go around right now. We're going to clean up all these kind of spots around the field, make sure that we got just everything all picked up as best as we can. Make sure there's no, stumps or any kind of weird oddities just kind of, out in the middle of the fields that we missed. Hence the reason why we're hooked up still to the Devourer. Let's see, drop that. And you know what? That might help a little bit. But yeah, this is actually the first time I've ever done a kind of mid-afternoon stream. We're doing all sorts of firsts here recently. First mid-afternoon stream, we had our first raid last night. Yeah, it's been a really good couple of days. Really good weekend. I hope everybody out there is enjoying their weekend so far. Able to just kind of kick back, relax with me here. We're just, we're just gonna carry on doing this. Ooh, too aggressive. There we go. I'm really looking forward to getting all this kind of picked up, taken care of. Now that we've gotten everything done, you can really see the kind of scope and scale of all the work that we put into the map up until this point. It is just a huge field. I mean, look at this. Just everything in front of us. I'm just, Oh, see? We did miss something. I'm glad I left this hooked up. I have no power. There we go. There we go. Yes. See, that's exactly the reason we left this hooked up, is so we can come through here and... Oh, you know what? There's this big deposit of stones right here. I could... This tree... Let's see how far this deposit goes. Oh, it goes right up in there. So maybe this tree, and really kind of butt right up, because you can see it goes right in under here. I could get it, the field, up to this line here and just draw it straight out. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because it's one of those I want to maximize. Oops, pick that up. I want to maximize the kind of field that we have and all the stones that we're going to get. Let's see, turn that on. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is working out nice. Awesome. Alright, so let's start at the top of the hill. It might be easier to kind of see how things work out from there. Let's turn that off. So you can see how the contour there kind of falls off. So let's kind of go this way. All right. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now that exposes most of that stone right there. Okay, there we go, there we go. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, see, found another one. Oh, and another. Yeah, see, this is working out really nice. Oh, found another. Oh, what did I hit? Oh. There we go. Yeah, so we're just kind of chugging along here. We're gonna pick up all the stumps that we missed, get all the kind of dirt patches that we missed as well, and really just kind of do what we got to do to clean this all up, because we are very, very rapidly approaching the creation, the culmination of all this hard work, all this effort that we put into this specific field. There we go. And now, ooh, this is actually a good point right here. So just up ahead, you see this big patch of kind of bleh right here. This is terrain I fixed. This will give me a kind of a good gauge as to whether or not I need to do anything else around here. Ooh. I might need to smooth that out just a bit, because that's a little rough. Let's go here. This little hump right here. Let's go with that. Let's go sculpting, soften. I just kind of want this as softened as it can be. Okay. Let's see how that works out. There we go. It might be something I might have to take that tree out just so I can kind of increase the elevation right here in this corner. Yeah, see, look at that. It's just a little bit too pitched right here. And it's going to be really difficult to kind of harvest. So, yeah, I think... There we go. Let's kind of back away, give a good amount of space. Okay, so right about here. Now let's see, raise and lower. Oh, we're burning through the money. Now, Yeah, we might just be so close to this outer edge here that it's not gonna work with us. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get too far. See, hey, Nuclear Salmon, how's it going? Thanks for joining us again. How are you doing today? Sorry, I had to reply to something there real fast. There we go. We're just kind of going through and cleaning up all the mess that's going on around here. So we had a kind of impromptu stream here because all the house guests we've had over the past several days are going back home. Unfortunately, they are one brother and sister-in-law. They live up in New York, so they've got to go home. And my other sister-in-law, she lives south of us, and she's going back home as well. So it's a bummer. It was really nice kind of having them over and hanging out with the family, but now my wife has to take the ones to the airport and take her other sister out to well, I guess now the what I was replying to there was my wife texting letting me know that her father's going to meet her halfway to pick her sister up, so she doesn't have to go the whole trip, because otherwise it takes a 3-hour car ride and turns it now into about an hour and a half. And her being already at the airport, she's already more than halfway there. So it works out really nice. She's pretty happy about that. Let's see. Nuclear Salmon says, I'm doing good. No problem. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I greatly appreciate you coming out last night and hanging out. Had a blast last night. Gonna have some more fun today. I wanted to come through. I almost forgot about doing this. I want to clean up these edges of the field here. There we go. I think that was it. But we're going to go through the whole perimeter just to be sure. That looks like a little bit of dirt right there. Perfect. Now I'm really hopeful, because I think it was actually you, Nuclear Salmon, who pointed out, is this stone pick upable? And I'm almost positive it is, but now you got me kind of second guessing myself. Like, now that I have it in a plowed state, I'm almost certain that it can be picked up. But who knows? It's one of those, I could be wildly wrong, and I put all this effort and work to get the stone just for no reason. I mean, it's not for no reason. I shouldn't say it like that. But it's one of those, be able to utilize the land either way. And here's the other portion. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see, now we're gonna head back over this way. Oh, found another stump. So definitely didn't get everything. That's one big hump right there too. I might need to flatten that out a bit. Oop. Because now I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and flatten that out just a bit. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna burn through some money. There we go. That's better. I tell you what, this whole field, this kind of idea that I had to buy all this land, it's turning out way better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to turn out just fine, but it was one of those that because I've never took on a job this large to this scale, it was like, oh, there's going to be something that happens, something that just, you know, throws a wrench into it or doesn't necessarily work out right, and I'm going to have to either scrub a portion of the work or something. You know, it was just kind of one of those anticipating the worst, hoping for the best, expecting the worst kind of thing. But no, I mean, so far it's turned out fantastic. Everything's worked out the way that I've anticipated, even though, you know, minus my short-sightedness and poor planning, it still worked fine. Everything's worked out great. Well, I got to clean up the edges here as well. Let's see. Because that's the old grass field. That's what we're extending here. And what we're going to be joining this up to. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm just so thrilled. So happy that this is just going to plan. So far, so good. It's a kind of scenario. Because you know how whenever you make a plan for something and like something happens to where it just kind of knocks the plan off course, and that kind of feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach, it's like, oh man, like either you didn't think of something, you didn't plan it out properly, and that kind of feeling of frustration gets set in. Ooh, I could straighten that edge out too. Oh wait, this is the boundary right here. Let me see. Oh, I've got plenty of space. Oh yeah, plenty of space, as long as I stay along that path. Oh, another tree. There we go. Yes. Love it. Life Game, how's it going? It says, hi bro, how you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Coming on and doing a impromptu live stream. Very happy about it. Not often that I actually get time throughout the day to where I could actually do a stream, so I took advantage of it. Let's straighten this edge out just a bit. There we go. Nice. There we go. So yeah, we're just going around cleaning up all the little spots that we had to miss, either because of trees or whatever. We're cleaning up some leftover stumps that we find. We're getting this. We are absolutely getting this, and I'm just so thrilled. Ooh, you know what? I don't think I can, but can I adjust the land up around the pillar here? Let's see. Grant Mr. S. Hi BDD, Nuke Life. Hey, hey Grant Mr. S. How's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Let's see. Can it? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I kind of figured it was a long shot, but I wanted to try it just to try it. Let's see. Something like that. There we go. Close enough. Let's see. Lowell says, "Hi, bro. I'll sub. Hey, I appreciate it. How you doing today?" Again, I want to thank everybody who stopped by last night. A few people I recognize from last night. Thank you all for stopping by in the raid. It's actually kind of funny. So here lately, the channel has been growing very, very well, and about 100 subs a month is what I've been getting. And this was going to be the first month where I was actually going to look like I was going to fall short of that kind of pace that I've been holding. But after the raid last night, I'm actually, you know, within a stone's throw away from it. Like, I'm not that far off now. So I was going from, oh, I'm gonna miss it, you know, that kind of a bummer, kind of. Oh, sorry, give me just 1 second. Where? Oh, you know what? I could kind of straighten that up too. But I was, like I was saying, I was kind of you know, thinking last night, I'm gonna miss it, or I'm gonna not meet that kind of benchmark that I've been having here lately, to all of a sudden now, you know, looking like it's gonna have a few days to spare. So again, thank you all so much for coming by, hanging out. Let's see. Grant says, doing good. Day's just starting for me. 4:30 in the, wow. I tell you what, we've got some real early risers here on the channel. 4:30 in the morning over in Australia. That's, whew, good. Good on you. Good on you. It's hard for me to, you know, get up at that time in the morning. But a lot of that has to do because I've got a 2-year-old and my work schedule's, you know, not like most people. You know, I'm fortunate enough I get to work from home and, you know, do that kind of stuff. But hey, good on you. Jody, hey, how's it going? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Having a great weekend, Jody, so far. How about yourself? They definitely had a good time on the channel with this awesome guy. Oh, I appreciate it, Jody. I really do. Hope, like I said, hope you and your wife are having a good day, good weekend so far. It has been a really good one. I ended up getting, I think it was 12 new subscribers to the channel yesterday. So it's a pretty good clip for me. It's actually not the first time I've broken into double digits, but it's one of the largest single days of growth that the channel has experienced. So yeah, just super, hey, found another stump. Super grateful to everybody who came by yesterday, and just really thankful. Thank you all again so much. I know I'm saying thank you a lot, you know, but it's just who I am. It's my nature. I am a very, you know, very grateful and very, you know, fortunate individual. Let's see. So we're gonna keep on keeping on here. Let's see. Jody says doing good. Wife says hey. Well, tell her I said hi back. Hope she's having a great weekend so far. How's her progress turning out on Fruling? Has she gotten into trying to like manipulate the ground or anything, like not just do field work and stuff, but actually like build productions, or, you know, put down things that, you know, custom to the map by chance? I'm just curious. I know you were saying that she really enjoys doing the kind of field work, the harvesting work last night. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and, whew, I tell you what, now that I'm kind of doing this portion of the work, it's one of those, I kind of realized just how much I missed. Like, not that I missed it, but, you know, how many, because of the trees and all that stuff, we just had kind of all these little hedges and spots left over. I guess I really didn't whoa, another stump. Didn't really absorb just how much we were. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, we got it that time. Didn't really absorb just how much stuff we were kind of passing over or leaving behind, kind of thing. But now we're kind of addressing it, and you can kind of get the scope as to how much is kind of left over. Let's see. Jody says, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Also says she has she's got to go to a baby doctor tomorrow. Oh, awesome, awesome. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. I'm really, like I said, I'm keeping you all in my thoughts and my prayers because, you know, really hoping for the best for you too. And how far along did you say she was, Jody? I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, probably should turn off the Devour. I know it's December, but the lighting is so dark in December. I always forget just how dark it can get, even during the day. Like, I don't know. I just feel like in December and in the winter months you miss out on a lot of fine details because of just how dark it is. Oops. No, go back. Don't miss that little part. There we go. Nuclear Salmon says, hey Grant, Jody in chat. Jody also says she's making strawberry. Ooh, nice. That's awesome. I completely forgot that was one of the features on that map, is you can do jams and stuff. That's awesome. I do like that version of Fruling slightly better than the other version. I forget who the map maker was. I think it's Kale, who made the 2K23. I think that version is a little bit better than the other one, just because of the little extras that are a part of it. But unfortunately, though, Fruling, the map itself, just isn't necessarily for me. Again, just because I tend to look for maps that you can buy a majority of the map. It doesn't have to always be the whole map, but I at least want a good chunk of it. And that's one of those maps where I feel like there's so much space that just kind of you can't do anything with. You know, and when you take it kind of in its totality, it's just really leaves it to where the only thing you can really do is affect the fields that are kind of in place. And I really don't necessarily care for like destroying fields in order to put up productions. Or whoop, there's a, that was hiding on us. But hey, as long as if she's having a good time, then hey, more power to her. I'm really happy. You know, like Dust Bunny says, we need to get more people involved in this game. You know, she says we need to get more women involved. I just say we just need to get more people. You know, I don't disagree with the statement or the sentiment. It's one of those that this is a fantastic game, and I just want to get as many people involved as possible because it's just fantastic. And again, I just want to say thank you to all who showed up today. This is a kind of impromptu live stream. Wasn't planning on doing this, but it just kind of all worked out to where we could do it. My daughter is currently asleep right now, and if you're hearing kind of popping and crackling in the background, it's her baby monitor that's going off. Not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Just I have to be able to hear her in case she wakes up, and we'll have to, you know, be on guard for when she does, because once she kind of wakes up and starts to stir, I'll have to obviously end the stream pretty quickly. So if we kind of just, you know, abruptly wrap things up, kind of thing, I do apologize at the very onset, because it's just one of those, you know, got to work with what I have here. So I think everybody here, sure will understand. You know, if I need to skedaddle right away. Let's see. Jody says, hi, Nuclear. Also says, that's what I love about this game. There's a map for everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, one of those where, you know, like I said, the map itself is gorgeous. It's got a lot going for it. But there's just those little things, like not being able to buy the entirety of the map, that just is a slight annoyance. You know, like I said, and again, it doesn't have to be that way. You know, it can be that it can be in the style and the way that it was designed. It doesn't have to be, you know, what I say it is. It doesn't have to be what anybody says it is, because hey, you know, somebody out there is gonna, you know, hop on it and enjoy it. You know, a perfect example, there was the map that released, what was it? Friday, I think it was. Oh, that was not destroyed just yet. It was released Friday, called Georgia Farm. Now that map, to me personally, don't care for it. I think I gave it like a 0.5 out of 5. It was very low rated. But again, it's one of those that there's obviously people out there who like and appreciate that kind of map. You know, or else, one, it wouldn't have been created, but, you know, the map maker specifically said, you know, I made this map for anybody who's like me, that likes a flat map with big fields, you know, kind of thing. And hey, you know, more power to them. You know, if that's your thing, then, you know, have at it. I'm more than happy that it's out there for you, and that you can, you know, find something that you enjoy. You know, that's something I never really understand with some people, and I've seen it, not specifically with my channel or anything, but you'll get certain people who will hop onto a channel or hop onto a stream or something like that, and it's like, well, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? And they'll be very fervent as to, oh, well, you should do it this way, no other way possible, kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, you know, that's certainly a way of doing things, or that's a way of, you know, looking at it. But again, this is how things are going to go, because this is how I want to do it, kind of thing. And that's, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and I completely understand it. I hope you have a great time, and you know, with the stream, with the channel, with the content, whatever, you know, whether it's mine, whether it's, you know, anybody's. You know, and I think if people were more kind of, you know, laid back and relaxed, and not so fervent about, you know, things having to be a specific way or whatever, then, you know, I think that'd be certainly less abrasive, for one. But you know, situations like what happened with Lancey Boy, you know, I don't think that things like that would happen as often. You know, if you can't already tell, I'm a little, I don't want to say bitter, but I'm sad. I'm sad that Lancey Boy had to go through something like that, and I'm sad that we as a community are missing out on such a amazing map maker, modder, you know, not gonna produce much more content, you know, going forward, kind of thing. I think it's a huge loss for the community, and I know that there's several modders here recently that's gone through that kind of you know, stint or episode here lately, and it's just sad. I mean, when it all boils down to it, it's just sad that We as an entire community, I don't want to say that we get punished, but that we lose out on, you know, the that avenue of content. Just because, people were unwilling to just take what they can get. But oh well, it's one of those that at the end of the day, just gonna do things how we do things here, and just kind of chug along and have some fun. Like I said, that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun, relax, and enjoy some content, and have some great conversations. I mean, like I said, I've met some amazing people, on these streams, and just in my everyday interactions with the channel. I've met some amazing people, and so grateful, so glad that I was able to have them introduced and put into my life. I just wouldn't have had that experience otherwise. So let's see. Let me catch up with the stream here real quick and see what's being said. We've got Jody saying, "I think it's best game out there, 100%." I gave it a 1. Yep, I remember. I remember you commenting that, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it's. I give the ratings at the end of my tours simply because, one, I want to put my opinion out there. That's kind of the big thing, but it's one of those that for anybody who will follow along with the channel, will kind of go along with the content. There may be people out there who's watching me because they have kind of similar views, similar ways of thinking. And I'm not saying that everybody has to be in lockstep with what I'm thinking, but for those who, who either value my opinion or look for, what I think of things, that's the whole reason why I do it. And I don't give that map a 0.5 rating to, take a hit or take a jab at the map maker. That's not the whole intention of the rating, whether it's good or bad, is to kind of put out there, this is what I think, and these are the things I think are left for rooms of improvement, kind of thing. I don't want anybody to ever think that, just because I give a bad rating or anything like that, that it's like anything personal. I'm always incredibly grateful for every single map maker, modder, everybody out there, because as far as I'm aware, they don't get paid for this. They're doing it because they love the game just like we do. That's why I don't understand when people really kind of go hard and heavy against the modders and map makers and things like this. Oh, you should have done it this way. Oh, you should have done it that way, kind of thing. Oh, you should have thought of this. And and like I said, I've seen those comments. I've seen people really kind of go hard at creators like that, thinking that they know better, kind of thing. And it's just like, okay, I appreciate your opinion, kind of thing, but this is the way things are going to go, kind of thing. I don't know. Just maybe it's my old age starting to get me to that point in my life where, I will absolutely take constructive criticism 100%, and that's all my negative ratings ever are, is I try to make them as constructive as possible, so that when and if the map maker hears it, sees it, kind of thing, that they could potentially look back at it and be like, you know what, that's a valid point, or you know what, I don't necessarily think that it's valid for X, Y, and Z, but they'd be able to go back, take it, and potentially workshop it, be able to grow from it, kind of thing. That's why I try and do my best to not make it personal as best as I possibly can, kind of thing. But I know there's certain times where no matter how things are taken, if you're criticizing somebody's work or whatever, that they can take it personal. But that's why I always try and throw out there, hey, it's not personal, it's just, this is what I see, kind of thing. Let's see. Jody also said, you should play it the way you feel like playing, not the way people want you to play. 100%. and that's basically the kind of motto that I go by. You know, I'm gonna do things the way that I do them, and if it doesn't go either appreciated or somebody thinks that I can do something different, again, I will listen to constructive criticism all day and night. Like, hey, there's a different way of doing this. It might be a little bit easier, faster, quicker, kind of like what happened last night. You know, getting the whole tree devour. It was one of those things that we're now on episode, or not episode, but we're now on part 4 of the post 18 episode, and I was still chugging along, just getting the trees, let alone cutting them down and doing all that stuff. We were just really taking our time, kind of thing. And that's when I was like, you know what, Dust Bunny had mentioned, oh, well, you should get the Devour. And I'm like, you know what, I wasn't going to do that, but it's just one of those, it's taking so long to get through everything that it might be worth, just hitting the fast forward button kind of thing. And then we can start to get to a better place on, progressing with the episodes and progressing with the story kind of thing. Because for every live stream we do, that's one more day or one more, moment in time that we're losing out on being able to progress in the story, kind of thing. Let's see. Jody also says, it's so good the map makers listen and then they improve the map. Yeah, 100%. There's actually I forget the map maker's name, and I apologize for that. But I actually spoke with one of the map makers for, I think it was Yarra Valley. It's an Australian map, and I really liked it. I thought it was a very nice looking map. I think I rated it pretty high, maybe like a 4. But I definitely came back with some critiques, kind of thing. There was some issue with the carpentry, where it was either not possible or very difficult to get to the where the output was for the carpentry. And I had mentioned that. I had mentioned several things I just kind of noticed along the way. And the map maker actually saw the map, not only saw the map tour, but then responded to it and saying, hey, thank you for pointing these things out. I didn't notice them before publishing or anything like that. And then they ended up taking it away and making a lot of the corrections that I had pointed out in the tour, kind of thing. And that's when I was convinced, like, this is a good thing, whether it's a good review, whether it's a bad review, kind of thing. I'm going to continue doing this because, again, we had by far the most positive style of outcome that we could have, when critiquing somebody's work like that. The map maker ended up going out, finding the issues, making the corrections, and going from there. And took a few of the kind of critiques that I had that weren't necessarily like, hey, this is broken kind of thing, but just kind of taking a few of those things, and implementing them, kind of thing. And it's great. It was like an impromptu kind of workshop kind of thing. And I greatly appreciate any map maker who's going to openly listen to kind of critique and be able to take it back and be like, what, that's a valid point, or that's a good thing that's being pointed out, kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, it just makes it a better map. It makes it stronger, kind of thing. And it kind of allows us to kind of get out of our own kind of way of thinking, kind of thing. If we're more open to criticism and critique, then we're able to kind of get out of our own way, which is very hard to do sometimes, especially when it's something that's a creation, something that you are so heavily invested in, You know, it's really hard to kind of get out of your own headspace, out of your own way of thinking, and be able to just kind of like, okay, yeah, this is something that I think could work out very good, or no, I'm gonna stick with this, and this is the reason why, kind of thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to listen, and it certainly doesn't hurt to, uh, you know, even though I may be throwing something out there, it doesn't hurt to be like, no, this is the way I'm going to do it because of whatever reason, or not even because of whatever reason. This is just the way I'm going to do it. Full sentence stop, kind of thing. Nothing wrong with that either. All right, so now I'm going to start driving around because I think we got everything. I want to drive around, make sure that there's no areas that are missing. And then we can really get down to like the moment of truth, the stone picking aspect. Are we going to be able to rip out the stones from the ground and fully utilize them? And I think I'm going to lease the Mack Trucker stone picker. I think that one is going to work out very well. Just because of a capacity standpoint, number one, but also the size of the field and the size of that stone picker, I think is going to be a lot better than, you know, trying to use anything else. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything so far. It looks like we've done a pretty good job. But as you can see, I'm storing all the tools and stuff here under that awning just to kind of, one, get it out of the way, but two, keep it relatively close. Because if we find something that's, you know, kind of messed up still, we that we missed something, like this area right here. Perfect example. Oops. There we go. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. Couple of them right here. Okay. All right. I think it's time. I think it's time to get the stone picker. So we've got, what was it? 1.8 million liters of wood chips, right? I'm really curious on how many liters of stone we're going to get. I'm really, really curious. All right, let's drop that there. I'm going to drop that right there. And one thing I need to do is I need to fill up my gas tank here. I also need to, let's see, why is, there we go. I need to fill up my gas tank. I need to repair this tractor because it is hurting right now. Let's see, so let's go and, you know what I could do? Oh, yep, that's something we can do. That's what I'll do. Because the gas station's on the other side of the map, and I just don't feel like driving all the way over there. But I think I have a mod where I can actually just buy diesel. Let's see, so first off, stone picker. Did I pass it? I did, there it is. Oh, that's a forage wagon. Don't want that. Stone pick. Okay, there we go. So, $4 grand. Okay, well, that is what that is. And then, water, fertilizer, herbicide, diesel. Yes. We'll go with that. Oh, well, we're going to have a lot left over in that one. Oh, you know what? I didn't bother to look to see how much horsepower this thing requires. That might have been smart. Okay, there's no horsepower requirement? Okay. I'll live with that. Let's see. Jody says, it's it's so good the map makers listen and how they can improve the map. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because especially when you're trying to just come at it from a good place, you're not trying to just be all, angry and nasty about things. It's a good thing to be able to just, like I said, kind of get out of your own way, get out of your own headspace, and be like, okay, well, this is something that could be looked at. This is something that might not, kind of thing. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to listen. All right, let's unfold. Moment of truth. I want to go to one of those big patches really quick. You know what? We could try right here. Hold on. Stop. There we go. Yes, look at that. Oh, wow. This thing goes 16 miles an hour? Wow, look at that. 3,000, 4,000. Whoo! Boy, look at all that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, 10,000 liters of stone, and this is just the walking path. This is the medium-sized stone. Okay, here's one of the large ones, right here. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We're already up to 15,000 liters of stone. I know I'm giggling like a little schoolboy, but holy cow, this is insane. 20,000 liters of stone already, and we're not even close to being anywhere like... Wow, I cannot believe it. I'm so thrilled. All right, let's go around the entire field. Let's get this into a cultivated state. Oh, you know what? We went up to the shop and I completely forgot to repair it. Oh well. Let's see. Look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Jody says, I love that mod. 100%. This is a fantastic mod. So glad that Mac Trucker made this. Stone picking is one of the... In theory, it should be a really good job. But to me, it's really lacking because it just doesn't seem like the AI worker doesn't seem to work right. It doesn't recognize areas that you've already done versus areas that are still needing to be done. And it's just one of those that it's kind of a pain because of that. Not having the ability to use like a actual worker to do the majority of the job gets a little frustrating. But in this instance, I'm not that... Oh, see? Right there. Right there, there's a spot we missed. Let's uncouple that. Let's go get the plow. I'm going to hook it up in the front, though, and I'll just kind of carry it around with me. That way we can kind of chug away at it. Let's see. Grant Mr. S says, I'm actually surprised that all those stones on the trails and big patches are removable. I thought they would just be in the map as texture. You know, I didn't think about it when I first did all this. When I first did this, I was thinking, oh, well, this is going to be fantastic. I'm going to pick up all these stones. And then it was, I think it was Nuclear Salmon who said it last night in the stream. Oh, well, you know, I hope it's, you know, pick upable. And that was honestly the first time it dawned on me, oh no, what happened if I bought this? Because I wanted the stones. That was the whole point of doing this, was for the stones. What happens if for some reason I can't pick up those stones? And it's a texture rather than, I don't know why it took up until this point to kind of dawn on me. Ooh, hey, more stones. There we go. Fire that up. Oh, hey, no. Why are you missing those stones? There it goes. But no, I was really, like, after they said it last night, I was, honestly, I didn't sleep too well last night because of it. It's like, oh man, did I do all that work to try and get these stones, and then all of a sudden I'm not going to be able to? I feel like I'm missing kind of that. Yeah, I am too. I'm missing kind of this outer boundary, and it's a lot of it's to do with these trees. I made the field too close to the edge, or the trees too close to the edge of the field. I should have given myself a little buffer. There we go. Oh, no! Stop it! There we go. Now we're talking. Ooh. You know what? I might remove these two trees here. They are right on top of the field. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's do... unhook this. Leave that there. Head back and grab the Devour. Wow, I know y'all can't see me, but I've got a grin from ear to ear right now. Let's see, can I dump this into the trailer? Oh no, wait, my trailer won't take it for some unknown reason. I mean, I still got plenty of room. I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. But yeah, these two trees that are like right here on the field. There's one. And there's two. Perfect. Let's drop this back off. And you figure we have almost 40,000 liters of of wood chips just in the Devour. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at either. Whew. When it comes time to planting the grass, that's going to be a big job. That is going to be a really big job. Holy smokes. Alright, let's go this. And then like this. Oops. Okay. Oof. I guess let's go into this field. Kind of like so. Oh, hey. Hey. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. All this hard work. 22,000 liters of stones so far. Almost 23,000 liters of stones. Now, there's a mod called I think it's called the Stone Factory, where it has a 10 to 1, I'm sorry, a 1 to 10 ratio for stones to lime. There's other mods out there that have like very similar or even higher ratios. Let's see, let's back the trailer up. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just mind-boggling. Never had a field with this much stones in one go. In one go, went from 0 stones to 34,000, and we haven't even made a full pass of the field. I wonder. Oh no, it's not. Okay. I was curious as I was picking up stones like into the field there because it's still in the first growth stage. I was thinking about actually diving into it and picking out stones, but it doesn't look like I am. Here we can confirm. Yeah, no, we're definitely not. Definitely not. All right, so put on your guessing hats. How many stones do you think we're going to get off of this field when everything's said and done? Go ahead and put your guess in the chat. We are now up to almost 50,000 liters. And this whole section here that I'm in, field 17, is nothing but large stones. Like all the kind of in-between bits that we've seen so far have been just the normal sized little pea stones, you know, the small ones. But this whole portion of the field is nothing but the large ones, so we're going to pick it up pretty quick here too. Oh, this is so cool. So cool. We're approaching 49,000. Come on, 49. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, that's a problem. There we go. Over 50. All right, here's another big chunk. Oof. Might have to smooth that area out too. Uh-oh. Once I can kind of get away from this kind of outer edge of the field, I'll be able to really kind of turn this thing loose. I keep hitting up all these trees and whatnot. I'm kicking around the idea as well to potentially get even the small stone picker, one of the stone pickers. Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe get one of the 3-point link stone pickers. And that way I can get that kind of outer border with a little bit more precision. And it's super, super cheap. Like, it's not expensive to get. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things kind of play out. Grant says 235,000 liters. Okay. I like where you're going. I would love to get enough to actually fill up this whole kind of cart, the whole trailer. That would be pretty cool. I'm having a hard time seeing because of the light. I just love going over those thick parts there and just seeing the numbers just rocket up. I just can't believe it. It's just one of those that... Oh, there's a spot we missed. Oops. There we go. Ooh, that's kind of a dirty trick I just kind of thought of. If you ever want stones, get this wide stone picker here with the front plow like I've got, and just kind of go around and around and around and get as many stones as you want. Because as long as you have the cultivated state of the ground like this, that's being created by the stone picker, you can re-plow over and get more and more stones every pass. That's kind of a dirty trick, though. Let's see. So anybody else out there have any guesses as to how many stones they think we're going to get off of this field when everything's said and done? We have one at 235,000. Go. All the shadows of the trees is so hard to find where the proper portion is supposed to be. go. Oh, this is working out nicely. And like I was saying before, how with certain mods, if we were to use the entirety of the stones that we get off this field and use it towards lime, that one that I mentioned earlier, the stone factory, where you can also do like stone slabs and stone like statues and stuff, that is a 1 to 10 ratio. If we 10 times our current total, we'd be at almost 600,000 liters of lime. Like, that would be a crazy amount of lime. Let's see, how's it looking? Whoops. Oh yeah, look at that. We still have all these red patches here. We got this whole swath here. And then once we harvest this field here in 18, we'll be able to go at that with a stone picker. So there's just so much. I'm gonna have to get this thing repaired. I can just feel how sluggish the tractor is. Let's see. Whoop. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm grinning from ear to ear. This is such a huge job, and to see it all just come together and work out exactly the way I was hoping it would. You know, for anybody who's read the book of Mice and Men, will know the quote that I'm getting ready to say, but it's something that for some reason or another, I don't know why, but it stuck with me my whole life. I read that book back in high school, but this quote from the book just stuck with me to this day. The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. And it's a... Oops, wrong. There we go. And it's very kind of powerful to think about, because it's one of those... It doesn't matter sometimes just how hard you plan, how many contingencies you make, and, you know, all this stuff. Things just might not work out the way that you want them to, kind of thing. You know, and that's not to say that you don't want to be prepared. It doesn't mean that you don't want to think about all those contingencies, but you just have to be prepared sometimes for things not to work, not to go the way that you wanted them to go. And as long as you're prepared to think like that, then you don't get devastated when those eventualities come up, because something like that inevitably happens. You know, it might be big, it might be small, it doesn't really matter. You know, sometimes things just don't go our way. But if you prepare yourself with the thought of, you know what, some things are just outside of my realm of control. I can't always, you know, plan for every scenario. I can't always, you know, prevent bad things from happening or whatever. then it makes it a little bit easier just to kind of go with the flow, go with the, roll with the punches kind of thing. And I think that kind of way of thinking oftentimes allows me to be able to just remain very calm and level-headed, even in kind of stressful situations. I'll give you an example. There was a time back in the day, and I've mentioned this on the channel before, but my daughter, she's a IVF baby. My wife and I couldn't naturally conceive. Well, there was a time where she did get pregnant, and she ended up having what's called an ectopic pregnancy. And if people out there don't know what that is, I didn't know it until it happened. But it's essentially when the egg doesn't make it all the way down to the uterus and find a place to attach in the uterus, but rather it attaches somewhere else along the journey. It might be in the fallopian tubes, whatever. Well, what often happened is, we were very excited. We had wanted kids for years and years and years. We ended up having my first daughter was a 10-year journey, to get to that point. We had tried, for 10 years until finally we were able to go through the whole IVF process. And it was one of those, when we got pregnant naturally, before we went down IVF, we were ecstatic. We were thrilled. And what ended up happening, it was devastating. But when everything was kind of shaking out and going on kind of thing, my wife looked to me and she's like, well, how are you so calm right now when we don't know what's going on? We don't know what's wrong with the baby, anything like that. And it's one of those where after everything was said and done, I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. But in the moment, it was one of those kind of, well, we don't know what's going on. And we can sit here and we can worry and get upset and, do all this stuff, or we can just wait until we know something to be upset about, kind of thing. And I think it's that kind of mentality of, like I said, that quote of the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray, that kind of allows me to remain level-headed and think clearly, even when the situation is at its worst. And like I said, after we got the news and, learned that it was an ectopic and we weren't going to, keep the baby or anything like that, it was devastating. It was terrible. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had to go through. And it wasn't even so much the fact that I was going through it. It was, what was worse is watching my wife go through it. And just that sense of powerlessness, not being able to do anything to help. But when everything was said and done, we grieved. We were sad for months. But eventually I don't want to say we got over it, but we came to terms with it, kind of thing, and we're able to move on. And that's when we were able to finally do the IVF journey, be able to kind of, put, metaphorically and actually put all of our eggs in one basket, kind of thing. And for anybody out there who's gone through IVF, who knows that kind of journey that you have to go through, that journey is tough all on its own. And my wife and I, we were extremely lucky. We beat so many odds when everything was said and done, because when you go through the IVF journey, what they do is they pump the female full of hormones and all that to overproduce as many eggs as possible. And what ends up happening is, in our case, we only had 4 total eggs that were able to be retrieved. Normally, it's not uncommon for people to have, 10, 20, eggs at a time kind of thing. And then after the retrieval and all that, we ended up, going through the whole fertilization process that they do, and only 2 of the 4 matured. And when you go through all the kind of results and the statistics and all that, there could be people out there who've gone through 5, 10, different trials and still don't have a baby for one reason or another. Their body just won't allow it, kind of thing. And the fact that we had 4 total and 2 that matured, and we got our daughter, it was a blessing. It was an absolute blessing. So, like I said, that's one of those that how was I going with this? Oh, it's like I said, it's that kind of mindset that's that kind of that saying that really stuck with me, and I think helps me kind of in those troubling times to be able to remain calm and to kind of go about as, business as usual kind of thing, as best as possible. Oh, I missed something here. Oh, well, it kind of helps if I turn on create field. Ha ha ha. I must have hit that earlier and just didn't realize it. Let's see. Towboat, hey, how's it going? Says, good evening, BDD. Came over from Rusty's stream for a minute. He also says hello. Gonna hang out for a minute, so, like count, oh. Uh-oh. And there's the little one. There we go. Let's see. Just let me finish reading this. Gonna hang for a minute so the like will count, and gonna head back over. Well, hey, Tobo, I greatly appreciate you coming over. I'm going to give her just a second to see if she actually stays down or goes back down, or if she's going to wake up. There'll be times where if she loses her pacifier, she'll let out a cry, and then she'll find it real quick and she'll go back asleep. But just in case she doesn't, we might be ending the stream rather abruptly. But Tobo, I appreciate you coming over and hanging out for a second just to say hey and to allow the like to stick. I greatly appreciate it. And like I said, I greatly appreciate everybody who's come by today. Just full sentence stop. Thank you all very much. And while I'm thinking of it, because I might have to run off very quickly, let me go ahead and do my shout outs for the channel members. I want to thank Mark K for being a tier 2 channel member. Thank you very much. And Deco71, thank you very much for being a tier 2 channel member. Those are the members who subscribe to the higher tier and are entitled to a shout out every single live stream that we do. I greatly appreciate both of you. And if you are interested in being a channel member, please go ahead and check out the main channel page and the join button, where you can get specific perks like custom emojis, custom badges. You can get early access to edited content like the Let's Plays and the bloopers. The edited content that I don't give early access to are things like map tours and map updates, specifically because there's kind of a very finite window of time for those to be relevant. So those are the only edited content that isn't actually early access eligible. You also get the shoutouts like what we just did here if you're a tier 2 member. So if you're interested, it goes to help support and grow the channel. I greatly appreciate everybody who will check it out. Again, it's nothing that is ever mandatory. That's the whole reason why I set it up in the specific way that I did. I didn't want it to be this kind of exclusive club to where only people are going to get specific content or anything like that. It's just a mechanism in which people can go and help support the channel. So yeah, if you're interested, like I said, go ahead and check out the main channel page and click the join button. And yeah, again, greatly appreciate it. I also want to say a thank you to all my subscribers, uh, young and old. Thank you all very much. Had a big influx of subscribers last night. It was amazing, really cool, and like I was mentioning earlier, is going to, potentially get me over the uh, month hump that we've been going through. Like I said, the growth of the channel has been, every month about 100 subscribers. And this was going to be the first month where I was actually potentially going to miss out on that. And because of the push that we got from the raid that we got last night, we might actually be within grasp. So again, thank you all so very, very much. Let's see, how is this looking? Oh yeah, I need to hit that little patch right ahead of me. Go. Yeah, I think she may have passed back out, so we might be safe for a little while. But again, it's one of those we're gonna kind of see how it goes. And this might be, because of the circumstances at play with my daughter, I might not do my kind of outro song and end screen. I might have to just end the stream rather quickly, kind of thing. So again, like I said, I'm sure everybody here understands and is okay with it. I just want to make sure that it doesn't come as a shock to anybody. It's like, oh hey, he just ended the stream. That was, I'll obviously, give the goodbyes and the sign off, but it'll be very, very quick kind of thing. Oops. There we go. Let's see, 89,000, almost 90,000. Now we're over 90,000. This is, I just can't believe it. This is amazing. Almost 100,000 liters of lime. I'm sorry, of stone. It's just incredible. Just incredible. And now that everything's cleared out, we got all the logs and we're getting all the stones out of the way, you can really see just the full scope of the field. Just how much is here and what we're going to have to contend with when it comes time to harvesting grass, making bales. This is going to be a huge, huge field and is going to produce a ton of product. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. There we go. And Tobo, I don't think you're still here, but if you are and haven't gone back to Rusty's stream, go ahead and tell Rusty thank you again for me. I'll likely head over there afterwards, because I'll be able to just have it streaming on my phone kind of thing. But hopefully he's still on when I have to sign off here. Missed a little patch there. You know what? That's something I can look at really fast. Take a look at the map and go here. How does this look? Whoops. Okay, so yeah, you can see all these little speckles that are just missed areas. I think I am gonna get the 3-point length stone picker and just kind of hit up those areas. We can kind of get the outer edges too, because you can see around here there's that big red area that we can't get to because of the terrain and how this particular stone picker is kind of picking things up. Let's see, 100,000 liters. 100,000. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. And did we get all the big kind of... Oh, no, we didn't. There's one right in front of me. There's that big patch here. There's this big patch here. Another one that we're approaching. Oh, this is unbelievable. Oops. I don't know what it is, but I feel like on the right side there's a bit of an area where it's just not registering the pickup. Now maybe I'm just thinking that that's what's happening. I don't know. There we go. Get back to going. Oh, I tell you what, this is... You know what, and that's something else that just kind of occurred to me. Where am I going to put all these stones? I had to impromptu build that silo over at the little shed over there because I didn't have a place to put anything. But I don't know if my main silo at the farm there will take stones. I'll have to... I guess we'll have to test it out and see. Let's see. Keep heading around. I don't know why, but the song, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round. That one just kind of popped in my head. Oh, yeah, she's starting to flop around. Her eyes are still closed now, but she just kind of rolled over. So about a 2-hour nap is not too bad. I was hoping to be able to get through this entire field, but that's okay. Now, just so everyone knows who's here right now, I might hop back on again later on tonight, likely around the 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern. I haven't put out anything on my social medias or anything like that to confirm it, because again, it's just kind of up in the air. Because not quite sure, you know, what plans are in the works or anything like that, especially now that all of our house guests are gone. I'm sure my wife is going to want to clean up the house and kind of get things kind of straightened back up, but we'll see how things go. So it is certainly possible that I hop back on later on tonight to finish out this field, you know, but we'll see how it goes. $124,000. I keep looking down. I stopped like really focusing on what the number is, and I'll just kind of look down occasionally. And it's one of those like just coming as a surprise every time I look down. Wow. Leave a little bit of a gap there so I know to come back over in this direction. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. We might be able to finish this out. We might get there. Let's see how it's looking. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So it doesn't look like we're going to get up to that 235,000 mark. It looks like we're going to probably get to be, well, maybe the 150s. Which is still, I mean, incredible. 150,000 liters of stone is nothing to sneeze at. All right. Look at that. Okay, now it was over in this direction. There it is. All right, we are pretty much done with all this. Oh, and there she is. Uh-oh. All right, everybody. I greatly appreciate everybody coming out tonight and hanging out with me tonight, or today. Like I said, possible that I'll come back out later on tonight, around 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. But I want to, again, thank you all so much. I hope everybody enjoyed this. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you are. Take care.